Morning, everybody. I was just thinking, it's been a really long time since I've seen some of you, so I thought it was really important to send you a message today, okay? So I was working out, and we had 2 weeks which we missed school just before the Easter holidays, and that was 2 weeks, so that's 4 weeks. And then we had 1 week last week. So it's actually 5 weeks since we've been at school, and I was wondering if you were missing us as much as we were missing you. So today, I was just going to ask, how are you? And wonder what you've been doing. And remind you that if you want to share anything about what you've been doing, you can email your teachers and you can write them a message or send them a photo and they will reply straight away. In my house, it's been really, really busy because I've got Lucy, who's 22, and she's home from university. I've got Tom, he's 19, he's home from university, and Sam's not been at work. So everyone's hanging around the house. So I'll be honest with you, I've been sneaking into work a little bit because I've got an empty office where I can do a bit of work in peace and quiet. And then there are just a small group of people who've been coming to school because maybe their mums or dads work for the NHS or work for the police or someone who drives a van. They have to go to work to make sure we can all keep living. So we've been having a little bit of school for them. So today I thought I'd start by sharing a book with you which just arrived by email for me, and it's called Staying at Home. Thought it might be good to check in with you. Here's the picture, and you can see that in the family there's a dad, a mum actually, and there's 3 kids. I wonder if they've been having a hard time staying at home. Emily, Harry and Charlie are staying at home today. Emily's not going to school. Harry and Charlie are not going to nursery, and Mummy and Daddy are not going to work. They get up in the morning and first of all they wash their paws. First of all, you have to rub your hands together. Then you have to wash the backs of your hands. Make 2 fists and rub them together. Make a wiggly hedgehog. Wash between your fingers, rub your fist around your thumb, and finally, don't forget to wash your fingertips. You have to keep washing for as long as it takes to sing Happy Birthday twice. Well, Emily sings Happy Birthday, Mr. Pooh. Harry sings Happy Birthday, Mr. Stinky Bottom. Charlie just shouts, me, and cries because he's waiting for his turn and he's getting really cheesed off. Oh, why can't we go to nursery, says Harry, as they're all eating their breakfast. Because some people have been getting ill, says Dad, and if someone who's ill coughs or they breathes on you, or if you touch something that they've touched or they've breathed on, you could get sick too. So we've just got to stay at home to make sure we don't catch it, and nobody else does either. Oh, will it make us really sick, said Emily. It does depend, said Dad, but children mostly don't get sick or only get a little bit sick. But some people do get really sick, so we've all got to stay at home to keep everybody safe. Will we ever go back to school, says Emily. Oh, yes, says Daddy. Maybe not for a little while yet, though. When I'm 100, says Emily. Before then, says Dad. When I'm 10, says Emily. Definitely before you're 10. Before my birthday? Well, maybe, maybe not. It depends. But you will go back, I promise. After breakfast, Emily has some work to do from school. She does a bit of writing. She reads a book. She draws a picture. Harry sits next to her and he draws a picture to send to Granny. Granny has to stay on her own because she's one of those people who might get really sick. They can't go and see her at the moment, but they can see her on the computer. So that's what they do. Charlie likes to play with the colouring pencils. Daddy, says Emily, Charlie's making a really big mess. I want a pencil, says Harry. It's mine, says Charlie. Oh, gosh, says Mummy. I think maybe it's time to go out. Daddy does some work on his computer and Mummy takes Emily, Harry and Charlie and they go out on their scooters. They have to wash their hands again before they can go out. As they're going down the street, they see a friend called Hakim right over in the distance. They don't get too close, but they shout and wave. Hello, Hakim, you all right? Well, when they get home, they have to wash their hands again, and then it's lunchtime. After lunch, it's time for Charlie to have a nap. Emily plays with some Lego. Harry and Mummy play a game. Then Mummy reads them some lovely stories. I like being at home, says Harry. I don't really, says Emily. I really miss school. I miss all my friends. When Charlie wakes up, they all watch a film. Well, Emily and Daddy and Harry play a computer game. Then Daddy has to go and cook dinner. Charlie helps him. Emily gets all cross because Harry isn't sharing. It's my turn, she says. I've not finished yet, says Harry. Emily tries to snatch the computer and then Harry starts to cry. Daddy comes through from the kitchen. You know, he says, sometimes it is really hard being together like this. I know that we annoy each other sometimes, but you've got to be really glad that we're all here together. I know. Let's all cheer ourselves up by doing some exercise, said Daddy. And dinner was ready. Over dinner, Emily said, why did people start getting sick? Well, said Mummy, we get new illnesses all the time. It's just like a new type of cold or flu. But sometimes when it's new, it starts out a little bit more serious. It's nobody's fault. It just sometimes happens. After dinner, Mummy and Daddy clear up all the table and then they get a special cloth and a spray and they just give the table an extra wipe. And they wipe some of the doorknobs and they wipe some of the light switches. That'll kill that silly virus, says Emily. Then it's bath time. After bath, Mummy comes in to say good night. Is everyone staying at home, says Emily. Not everyone, says Mummy, but lots of people in countries all over the world. And of course some people are still working because they've got to look after the people who are sick. Some people are working trying to find some new medicines. Some are driving lorries. Some are delivering the post. Some are growing crops in the fields. And some of them are putting out fires. Oh, I wish I was a firefighter, says Emily. Perhaps, says Mummy. But what we're doing is important too. We're saving lives. Mummy and Daddy kiss Emily, Harry and Charlie good night. And outside the window, the stars are shining and the streets are really quiet. People go from house to house because they're delivering food or checking on their neighbours. And in the houses, people are waiting. They're not going out. They're not seeing their friends. They're staying at home. Just until everything is safe again. I thought that was a really good story. And I think it really explains why you can't come to school at the moment. I'm going to finish with a poem because if you know me, and some people do, then you'll know that my favourite poet is Michael Rosen. And Michael Rosen has actually been having coronavirus. So I think he's out of hospital now. He had to go to hospital. But he writes really funny poems. And I'm going to read one of them. I'm going to choose a doctor poem because we're all thinking about the virus. And it's called This Woman Went to the Doctors. This woman went to the doctors and she said, Doctor, my family, we keep thinking we're all sorts of different things. Like what? Said the doctor. Sometimes I feel like a cat. When did you start feeling like this? Says the doctor. When I was a kitten, she said. Oh yes, said the doctor. Anything else? Well, she said, my husband, he thinks he's a bell. Huh, said the doctor. Tell him to give me a ring. Anyone else? Yes, said the woman, my little boy. He thinks he's a chicken. Why didn't you tell me this before? Said the doctor. We needed the eggs, said the woman. Any other problems? Said the doctor. Yes, I keep forgetting things. What did you say? Said the doctor. I don't know, said the woman. I've forgotten. Right, I'm going off to do some work. I'll see you all soon and I hope you're all keeping safe. Remember, Do what mums and dads tell you to do, and we'll all be absolutely fine. And before you know it, we will be back at school. See you soon. Have a good day. Bye.